Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here doing a Loot Crate unboxing for March 2018. This is the Rewind Crate, I believe. I'm pretty sure it is because the DX Crate this month is Rewind, so this has to be Rewind. This is a tiny little box. It's tiny little, it doesn't mean much, but it did make me wonder because I recently bought, I think it was when I bought my last Loot Crate DX, they were doing like the weird deal where it was like, oh, get these mystery items. So when I got this, I was like, is this the mystery item thing or is this like the actual crate? Because I feel like it's been a minute since we've had a crate that's like so tightly compact. So we'll see what happens when we open this up. But I think it is, yeah, you guys obviously know based on the title, but I'm pretty sure it's the actual Rewind Crate for this month. Ooh, it's the Rewind Crate and I'm super happy right now. So, oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. So it's the Back to the Future t-shirt. If you guys don't know, for anyone who's new to my channel, this hat is Back to the Future. That's the hoverboard from Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future. So yeah, Back to the Future t-shirt. That is freaking sweet. I'll add it to my collection, which I have currently. I think I only have like 3 shirts. I got this, I have a blue shirt, and then I have a mashup, which is Legend of Zelda, A Link, or Back to the Past, or something like some silly thing. It's Link standing outside of the DeLorean. It's one of my favorite shirts. So now I have a new Back to the Future shirt, so that's super awesome, and I'm insanely excited for the DX crate because it's Back to the Future again. I didn't know Back to the Future was going to be in the regular crate too, so that makes me super happy. I get 2 Back to the Future items this month. I'm just like super happy, not solely based on that. And we have, oh, this is actually kind of cool. So we have Simpsons. We got 25 years. I'm assuming this is based on keychains or something like that. Or is it only 25 years? I thought they were already at 30 years. That's super weird. I already thought The Simpsons was at 30 years. That's weird. But 25 years of The Simpsons. I do love The Simpsons. I am one of the people that loves The Simpsons, but I haven't watched in a while. It's been a minute since I've kept up with The Simpsons. But that was like the first, I think The Simpsons was the first series I ever actually bought on DVD. It was either that or Naruto, but it's one of the first. And I was doing it for a minute. I was like, I only went up to like 3 seasons because I had like this weird buy everything on DVD like a normal person phase. So it was like buy a bunch of Naruto DVDs, bought the Simpsons DVDs. I bought It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I have like the first, I want to say 4 seasons, first 3 or 4 seasons on DVD. I do want to actually get the rest of that because I freaking love It's Always Sunny. So here are the possible options for the keychains. It's actually double-sided. So we have Duff Beer, bowling ball, Homer's bowling ball, I think, yeah, it says Homer on it, but there was that one episode where he bought Marge a bowling ball, which is such a dick move. He was really effed up for that one. The Three-Eyed Fish, Lisa's saxophone, the Hellfish, that's a super old reference, Maggie's pacifier, Bart's slingshot, classic chewed up donut. So that's that side. And on this other side, we've got a torn up teddy bear. I don't remember what episode that's from. The Family Couch, Buzz Cola, which is actually cherry cola. I know that for a fact because they sell it at Universal Studios. And I was like, I have to taste Buzz Cola, even though it's insanely expensive. The Squishies, radioactive, a rod. I can't even think of what I'm trying to say, but a little radioactive rod. Little bat, the head of the dude, Jedediah Springfield, and then Bart's skateboard, which says something on the bottom here. It says like Groening something. Oh, it just says Matt Groening. Well, I'm stupid. I got the donut, which I actually love, but this also makes me sad because it makes me also think of when I was at Universal Studios, and I totally missed the opportunity to get Lard Lad donuts. We were just doing, the classic amusement park thing, and it was like, I missed my opportunity. And they were like giant donuts. They were basically, if you got one, you could feed like 2 or 3 people. They were like huge donuts, and they were like probably that thick. And I wanted one so bad. And it was just like this. It was like pink and with the frosting, and this is kind of soft. I'm like, I just want to bite this. I just want like a giant donut now. But I like that. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on my keychain because I got so many keys. This will just get all scratched up, so I'll keep it. And I'll actually put it up. I'll probably hang this off of my little the little Buddha Homer thing that we got a few years back, or last year, whenever that ended up being a thing. So we got 2 big boxes in here, or one large box, one little box. So we'll go with the second little box here, which is, oh, this is actually kind of cool. It's Dungeons and Dragons 17 plus, and it is a Die Keeper, which is pretty sweet. So we got the Red Dragon here, which is pretty sick. And I'm pretty sure it's a D20. Yep, D20. If it'll zoom in. Which is being super done. There it is. I don't know why I'm zooming. It's a dice. It's a D20. You know what it is if you got Lootcrate. If you don't, that's fine. It's for Dungeons and Dragons. But that's really sweet. So that's cool just to have in general. It says it's a Die Keeper. Red Dragon Die Keeper. The most covetous, which that's interesting, of the true dragons. Red dragons tirelessly seek to increase their treasure hoards. They are exceptionally vain, even for dragons. Okay, and their conceit is reflected in their proud bearing and their disdain for other creatures. So that's pretty cool. Die Keeper. You just put your die. I would imagine the point of this is to shove the die. Yeah, there you go. Toss the die like right under it. So that's pretty cool. If I play Dungeons and Dragons, that would be cool. I'm gonna have to, now that I have this, I'm gonna have to meet up with my buddies and start playing D&D with them because they've been playing for a minute and I haven't joined them. We got our pin. Oh, I love this pin. Pin is for Galaga, which is arguably my favorite arcade game. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. Even though I love Miss Pac-Man, and obviously the best, one of the best arcades ever created was the Miss Pac-Man Galaga thing, which that would have been super cool if the pin was Miss Pac-Man / Galaga, just to reference that. But Galaga was always the one for me. It was just like ever since the first Tekken game had that little Galaga demo in the beginning on PlayStation, it's just been Galaga. The big Galaga my whole life, and I had the Namco Museum Volume 1 on PlayStation, so I got to play Galaga all the time. But love Galaga, so that's awesome. I almost wish they had a Galaga figure. That's such a nerdy thing, but I love it. And holy crap, I did not see this one coming. We have a nice little Loot Crate exclusive, which I don't even want to say what it is until I show you guys. I'm gonna just destroy this box. But we have, we got Sonic, which my little cousins are going to lose their mind, and they're going to want to mess with this thing all the time because they love Sonic, which is totally my fault because I will admit, I had Sonic Generations. I had it on PC. They loved the crap out of that game. That was, I don't even remember how long ago that was. They still ask me, like, can we play Sonic? I'm like, how do you even remember Sonic Generations? Like, for some reason, that just, like, that hit them. Like, I introduced them to Sonic, and they just, I don't know. It's like I got them hooked on drugs or something. Every time it was like, can we play Sonic? I'm like, Sonic? Sonic Generations is one of the best, though, so, I mean, I can't fault them for it. But obviously, they didn't know that. It just looked cool. It was Sonic. Let's see. I totally got this. Oh, okay. Nope. Back. I don't know. There's the rings. And then Sonic goes, here is what I thought. Yeah, there it is. It just wasn't fitting in there. So there you go. I'm definitely going to get some good shots of this. So I got some cool Sonic stuff. When I actually get some real space, his face looks like a tiny bit weird. It looks a little wide. I think that's what it is. His face looks like oddly wide. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. And I'm trying to like look down at my phone, which is way too far away. Yeah, you see how his face looks? It's like just like a little extra wide, but definitely a nice figure. So I definitely enjoy this. When I get some space though, I'll put this right next to my my Sonic Mania Collector's Edition because I got the giant thing where he's like standing on top of the Sega Genesis. So get some space, set that thing back up, put this right next to it because it fits perfectly. So definitely love that. And that is it for this month's crate. This actually holds pretty well too. This isn't too light or too heavy. So of course when you sit it down, it actually doesn't fall like you might think it would unless you, oh, it actually took a bit of tilting for that to fall. So that's actually good balance right there. I like that. That's a minor design thing. I don't know why that stuck out to me, but I noticed it. So I was totally right. It's not rewind, it's playback. That's weird. That was way off. Okay, is your flux capacitor on the fritz? Never fear, you can still transport yourself back to the 80s and 90s. Get ready to rewind with this month's retro-inspired crate packed full of exclusive items. It's time to hit playback. Which, now that I think about it, I think they already had a rewind crate, which was the very first crate I ever got, and maybe that's why I was thinking rewind. And that, I might still have that. I think I just threw it out recently because it was the first crate I ever had. I don't know, I might still have it. It was like, when you turned it inside out, it was an orange and black NES, and it had like little stickers like 88 miles per hour and stuff like that. So we have the exclusive Back to the Future t-shirt, still a page from Doc Brown's notebook with this super detailed tee designed by artist Anthony Petrie. I hope that's how you pronounce that. Licensed from NBC Universal, made by Lootcrate. And then we have the exclusive Sonic and Rings adult collectible. Did someone say chili dog? Which is so funny. That's like one of the weirdest things with Sonic, that he likes chili dogs. Celebrate Sega's 1991 classic Sonic the Hedgehog game with this fun figure. Licensed from Sega, made by Lootcrate. Exclusive Dungeons and Dragons die holder. Keep your D20 safe from any roving bands of orcs in this die holder, featuring the iconic red dragon. Then we have the Simpsons 25th anniversary keychain. Of course, it starts with dough. Add some Springfield flair to your key fob with one of 16 classic Simpsons icons. And then it says, fob. Exclusive Galaga pin. Consider yourself safe from dive bombing space bugs while equipped with this Galaga Starfighter pin. So that's definitely awesome. Then we have... this is DLC. Get this month's free DLC. It doesn't say what it is. The Mega Crate for this month, though, it says 3. Oh, they're actually doing it for 3 people this time. 3 lucky looters will win an HTC Vive VR system valued at $599. That's probably why they're doing 3. It's not like the crazy. It's like this is worth like $4,000+ and it goes to one person. So that makes sense that that would be for multiple people. So that would be awesome to win. I don't think I did, because they normally send you the email for that beforehand, because I won the mini Loot Crate, or the mini Mega Crate, a few years back, which is how I got Harley Quinn backpack, and then Archer bottle opener. So that's how I had those, which one of those is gone because I gave it to my ex. Terrible idea. But this was a pretty cool crate. I like this. Of course, love... Ow, crap. Stupid piece of paper just hit my arm. Love the t-shirt because I love Back to the Future. So we got the DeLorean, flux capacitor in there, all the classic stuff. Oh, they even have Doc's his brain reading machine. I didn't even notice that on there. So it's not just the DeLorean. Some of the, well, I mean, just that is the only like extra thing on there, but everything else is just the DeLorean stuff. But that's kind of cool. That's no, it's not. No, that is the DeLorean. It looked like it was the part of his thing, but that's just a part of the DeLorean taken apart. I was wrong. It's just the DeLorean and the time circuits and all that stuff. Still sweet. Love the kind of sketchwork design where it's gray with the black writing. So I really love that for sure. Then we of course have the Sonic and his rings. That's just simple and sweet. Sonic running rings. Green Hill Zone. So that's pretty sweet. And we got our Galaga pin, which, like I said, I love Galaga. I don't know about you guys, but this just, I don't know. That's awesome to me, so I love that. And then our little donut from The Simpsons. 100 million other options, but I got the classic chew donut. If I had to pick something else from this, I don't know. I probably would have chose Duff Beer, or either Duff Beer, Bart's Skateboard, or the Three-Eyed Fish. I probably would have chose that. And maybe even Jedediah Springfield's head. I probably would have chose that too. And then last but certainly not least, we have our Red Dragon, which is definitely cool. And I'll get some cool little shots. Now that I have a macro lens, I can actually get some really good close-up stuff for this. So definitely check out my Instagram in a couple of days. And I'll probably have some shots of this and Sonic up. And then naturally just the little black D20, which I like that it's black and white. I just like that design. This is also, I feel like I could crush this with my fingers. It's empty on the inside. It's hollow. But I actually like this crate. I thought this was actually pretty good for this month. And I'm definitely looking forward to the DX crate. I'm very excited for what the Back to the Future item is going to be, because they've done Back to the Future before. And it was one of the model DeLoreans. So I thought that was a really awesome thing, even though I actually bought one because, huge nerd, I have a lot of Back to the Future stuff. So it was happened to be like a double of something I already had. But I still loved it because I don't take the other ones out. So I was like, oh, now I have one to take out. So super excited to see what they're going to do. I wouldn't hate if it was like a long sleeve Back to the Future thing. All my stuff is just the t-shirts and then random apparel like outside of my hat. But I would love that. I would love like a long sleeve shirt or a hoodie or something like that. But whatever it's going to be, I'm looking forward to that. But as far as this crate, I would actually say this is... with it being the third crate, it's only the third one of the year, I'd probably say this is my favorite out of all the regular crates. I pretty much loved every single item. I don't care, like, my least favorite would be the die holder, but that's only because I don't play D&D, and even then, that's a sweet figure. So I like everything in this. Probably one of my favorite pins I've ever had because I love Galaga. The keychain's actually, now that I think about it, the keychain's probably my least favorite, but I still love it just because I love The Simpsons, and that's just going to make me want to buy a bunch of candy and donuts, which is really sad. But I actually really enjoyed this crate. This crate, I don't know what crate is. But yeah, I thought this was actually a really good one. So of course, would love to know what you guys thought about this crate. So please comment below. Let me know your favorite items, your least favorite items. What would you guys have swapped around? What would you have made the T-shirt? Technically, we have two figures because it's a die holder. But as far as the figure goes, what would you guys have had? In all honesty, if I could switch something, I definitely would have made the Sonic figure a Galaga figure, and the pin could have been Sonic, and that's solely based on the fact that I don't think I've ever seen a Galaga figure before, and I just think that I think would have been insanely unique. Like you can get a million, Sonic things. Like he's got 100 TV shows and a billion games. There's like Galaga's just Galaga. So I would have loved to have seen like if they did a 3D model of the ship and it was basically like an amiibo or something, but it was the ship. I would have loved the crap out of that. That would have kind of blown my mind. But that's probably it. I would have probably switched that around. Maybe have like another little figure, switch the D&D thing with the keychain, and that's about it. But with the way it all balanced out, it's probably for the best because I love The Simpsons so much. With it just being a keychain, I like that more than if it was like, oh, it's just a D&D keychain that wouldn't have meant anything at all. So it's better that that's a figure for me. Just with how it happened to work out, it works perfectly for me. But kind of love this crate. I'm very surprised by how much I actually like this one. Curious what the DLC is going to end up being for this month. But yeah, I actually really enjoy this one. Got basically two figures, so that's always great for photography. Love the shirt because it's Back to the Future. And all in all, I think this is actually a really good one. So, like I said, definitely want to know what you guys would swap out. Of course, with it being Playback and not Rewind. Tons of old franchises they could have put in here. So, we'd love to know what you guys would have thrown in instead of these. I mean, there's just a million things. It could have been Mario. It could have been Mortal Kombat if they wanted to do that. Obviously, D&D is old, but they could have chosen like anything old. It's one of those giant genres where it's like anything's Playback if you take the old version of it. So what would you guys have put in? Excuse me, what would you have swapped out? What would you have moved around? What item became what style of item? So definitely let me know that. So please put your comments down in the comment section below, and of course, thanks for watching.